It's with great honor that I welcome Captain Welch up for the ceremony and the speech. Thank you.
Please be seated. Ladies and gentlemen, before I delve into my remarks, there's a few people I'd like to acknowledge this morning. First and foremost, I am beyond convinced that the finest law enforcement and first responder professionals have chosen to serve in Winnetka, so I'd like to recognize our outstanding police department and fire department here this morning. And finally, I'd like to recognize our own Gold Star mother that's in attendance today, Miss Joanne Starl. You saw her at the front of the parade. Let's give her a warm welcome as well. It's my honor and privilege to be here this morning, and I thank you all for your attendance. You honor the men and women who have sacrificed for our nation by being here this morning. April 22nd, 2012 was a mundane a Thursday as any, differentiated only by its location from my dear friend, Private First Class Michael Joseph Metcalf. Known affectionately as Cowboy Mike, it was his second week in Afghanistan as a young, highly motivated paratrooper with the 82nd Airborne Division. Assigned to the Quick Reaction Force, Mike and his team were responding to assist another unit's troops when they were engaged in a fierce firefight with the enemy. Never one to shy away from trouble or danger, unsurprisingly, my friend Mike was among the first to respond. While en route, his vehicle was struck by an improvised explosive device. In an instant, chaos struck, the calm of the morning pierced by extreme heat, noise, metal, and smoke. And in that moment, a brave warrior, proudly wearing an American flag on his right shoulder, took his final breath, immortally enshrined in the annals of patriots in defense of the principles he swore to support and to defend, protecting Americans of all walks, the majority of whom he had never met. A warrior sacrifice giving willingly for God and for country. That day we lost more than just a brave warrior. A mother and father lost their son. Friends and comrades, a dear brother, and our nation together lost a true patriot. Today we honor Mike and many like him who have paid the ultimate sacrifice. Observed on the last Monday of May, Memorial Day honors the brave men and women who have died while serving in uniform. Originally known as Decoration Day, this day of honor finds its roots following the Civil War, wherein people would visit cemeteries and memorials to decorate them with flowers and flags for the brave fallen warriors that they honored. Memorial Day, as we know it now, officially became a holiday in 1971. It's very, very important to note the distinction between Veterans Day and Memorial Day, which many of you already know. Among the audience today are many amazing veterans who, along with their families, have served and sacrificed in unique ways. While we are eternally grateful for their service and commitment, today is not to honor them. We should all strive to recognize the service of these brave veterans each and every day, but particularly on Veterans Day, the purpose of which is to honor the living warriors who have served. But today is a very special day, sacred to the very fabric of our nation. Today is to honor the bravest among us who have made the ultimate sacrifice by giving their life for freedom, democracy, and a defense of the oppressed. Throughout the span of our nation's history, more than 1.3 million warriors have died. And although staggering in its own right, this figure doesn't even include those who remain missing. These men and women were husbands, wives, moms, dads, daughters, sons, brothers, sisters, and friends, taken entirely too early and leaving in their wake unimaginable loss for the families that they left behind. The blood of patriots is indelibly woven into the tapestry of our nation. Their sacrifice is evident in every stitch of the flag. President Franklin D. Roosevelt once said that those who have long enjoyed such privileges we enjoy forget in time the men who have died to win them. Let us not do that today. It's easy to look around this gorgeous village green filled with success and pride. Our wonderful schools, beautiful homes, incredible families and people. And at times we might fail to adequately celebrate our freedom and the cost that has been paid for all of it. This while increasingly ferocious battles rage on, and that brave American warriors, many of whom we will never know, fight on to protect all of us here so that we might enjoy moments such as this, safe and secure, without knowing the true fear experienced by so many around the world. But today is a special day, a chance to remember, reflect, and reconnect with the innumerable and incomparable freedoms that we as Americans and Winnetkans enjoy. Today, I ask you to consider the genesis of our very nation and our way of life, paved by the sacrifices of the brave warriors that we honor here today. This past week, I had the privilege of visiting our nation's capital. Walking around the National Mall, the sight of numerous war memorials reminded me of the importance of this day. The names emblazoned on the memorials make for a striking visual of the true cost of war. Each one of those names represents a story just as important as ours. It's led me to bug the question, what is it that makes someone walk into a recruiter's office and say, I want to serve, knowing full well the blood, sweat, and no doubt tears they will pour out as they are molded into a warrior with the distinct likelihood that they will be sent to hostile lands? Why do they make this conscious choice to volunteer knowing it will require extended absences from the families they love for meager pay coupled with very dangerous work? How does a warrior go to a faraway land and willingly put themselves in extreme danger to protect an otherwise defenseless people? What is it that makes a young man jump onto a live grenade to save the lives of his friends? Or that makes someone run into a hail of gunfire to pull a comrade to safety? I assert to you that this is the ultimate manifestation of being an American. They are the very best of us. Make no mistake about it, the split-second decision to jump on a grenade, take a bullet, or to run into the fire is a conscious and purposeful decision. A decision that every warrior who has paid the ultimate sacrifice has willingly made for us. They are the very best of us, of all of us, but their spirit, the spirit of America, resides here in all of us. Behind every one of these brave warriors was a family, a group of friends, and a village just like this, encouraging them and raising them along the way. Make no mistake about it. All of these men and women are fighting for us. Today I ask you to ground yourselves in that very spirit as we remember the men and women who have died. John 15:13 says, "Greater love has no one than this, to lay down one's life for one's friends." Believe me when I say that these brave warriors had no desire to die, but they had every desire to give their life for their nation should they be called upon to do so, and they consciously made a decision to sacrifice. In closing, I ask that you do your part to both remember and honor these brave warriors however you feel is appropriate. But do not let it end with today. The fact that you're an American should fill you with immense pride. Go forth with the knowledge that these men and women who we honor today and every day have willingly sacrificed for you. Know that their legacy is indelibly etched on the heart of every American. We honor their sacrifice by living with pride, recognizing and celebrating the incredible freedom we enjoy, and by loving our brothers and sisters on our left and on our right. General George Patton said it most beautifully, and I leave you with this. It is foolish and wrong to mourn the men who have died. Rather, we should thank God that such men lived. Thank you, and God bless America.